Yo, what up, YouTube? It's Ra, and let me holler at you real quick. The only way that you'll make it is trial and error. You can't overanalyze and psychologically torture yourself and be like, oh, but this worked, but that worked in the past, but it worked for this person. You can't compare yourself to them, and you can't compare what you're doing now to what you did back then. What you did back then might not work today because you were in a different headspace. You were doing different things. You were a different era of your life. So understand that what you did back then or how you used to do things or the methods that you used to use might not work today because you're facing an entirely new challenge. You're applying old methods to a new challenge. That won't work. And you won't know until you try it. So trial and error is the only way you'll really know, because you can't be going like, well, this is what the rubric is. There is no rubric. There is no rubric to finding what your calling is. Now, yeah, there's a rubric to, if you want to become a singer, you gotta drop a song. You gotta make a song, or you want to be a guitarist. First you gotta take some lessons, But okay, now you're good at guitar, cool. Now you dropped a song, cool. What type of music are you gonna make? What's your genre? What's your sound? What's your niche? See, what platform are you operating on? Who are you connecting with? What do you want your music, like, you know what I'm saying? And that's not just about, it's about everything. So I'm saying, like, like the basis of, okay, if you want to be a handyman, you gotta know how, you gotta have a toolkit. Yeah, that's true. But where are you taking that? Are you gonna get a job at a shop? Are you want to start your own shop? So what I'm saying is that you'll only know through trial and error. You sit back and be like, what if it don't work? What if it don't work? How do you know? So you're applying old methods to a new challenge. So it's kind of like, there's different types. There's different type of screwdriver, different screwdrivers. There's different type of nails. So, and there's different type of bolts. You can't just apply them to everything. So what I'm telling you is that once you learn through that trial and error of actually doing something, you can narrow it down through the list and cross out what don't work. So let's say you tried, this many things and etc. Now okay, that don't work. Okay, well, now you can narrow it down to what will work and what don't work. Now moving forward when you face new challenges. But just sitting there being overwhelmed or having anxiety about what if it don't work, you're not moving and you're not improving. Because when that error part, forget the trial part, focus on the error part. When you get the error, now you're like, okay, now you're learning, you're adding more tools into your toolkit to success moving forward. So understand that there's nothing wrong with failing. We put such an emphasis on failing because we feel like other people are looking at us. And so what if they were? Like I said, at least you're doing something. You might fail on your face in front of others, but that's giving you the fuel to what you need to do to actually want to improve. And somebody laughs at you for actually trying, like, compare yourself. Well, don't compare yourself, but it's not about comparison, but it's about look at what the people are saying and who's saying it. It's not just about, oh, they forget that they said something. Look at who's saying it. So you trying to get out of the spot. You can't be focused on people who they don't want anything for themselves. You have to be focused on you and only you. When you look in the mirror, that's your opponent. Your opponent is who you were yesterday. That's the most important thing. Your opponent is who you were yesterday. But hey, it's Ra. Like, comment, subscribe if you like. And remember, you got this, homie. It's already yours.